Have you ever walked away from an argument wishing you had said something better? Not because you were wrong, but because someone provoked you, disrespected you, or tried to make you look weak. Hours later, the perfect response suddenly appeared in your mind. Here's the truth. The strongest people don't win arguments because they're louder. They win because they control themselves. And that is exactly what the ancient Stoics mastered over 2,000 years ago. Imagine someone insults you in front of everyone. Someone tries to manipulate you. Or someone deliberately pushes your buttons just to see you react. Most people explode. The Stoic smiles. Because they know one secret that changes everything. The greatest response is never the loudest one. Stay until the end, because the final response is the one that even the most difficult people cannot defeat. Once you understand it, you'll never look at conflict the same way again. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Wisdom Unbounding World. If you're ready to become mentally untouchable in today's chaotic world, let's begin. Response 1. Master the power of silence. When someone attacks you, they expect something. A reaction. Your anger. Your frustration. Your emotional surrender. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that we cannot control what others do, but we always control our response. Silence is not weakness. Silence is confidence. Think about it. When someone insults you and you instantly argue back, you've accepted their invitation into their emotional battlefield. But when you pause, look them calmly in the eyes, and simply say nothing, you force them to confront their own words. Most people become uncomfortable when their attack produces no reaction. Your silence becomes a mirror reflecting their behavior back at them. Stoicism teaches us that every unnecessary word gives away a little bit of our peace. Sometimes, the smartest response isn't speaking. It's refusing to participate. Response 2. Respond with calm curiosity. Instead of defending yourself, ask a calm question. For example, why do you think that? Or, what makes you say that? Notice something. You're not attacking. You're not defending. You're inviting them to explain themselves. Many people speak from emotion, not reason. The moment they're asked to explain, their confidence often disappears. Epictetus believed wisdom begins by questioning appearances instead of reacting to them. Curiosity disarms aggression, because anger feeds on resistance. It struggles against calm understanding. The strongest mind doesn't rush to prove itself. It seeks clarity, and clarity often exposes weakness better than argument ever could. Response 3. Agree with what is true. This may sound surprising. If someone criticizes you, and they're partially right, agree with it. Imagine someone says, "You're not perfect." A Stoic might simply respond, "You're right. I'm still learning." Conversation over. There's nothing left to attack. Why? Because ego creates conflict. Humility ends it. Seneca believed that accepting honest criticism makes us stronger instead of smaller. When you stop protecting your ego, nobody can use it against you. The person who admits their flaws becomes impossible to embarrass. Real confidence doesn't pretend to be perfect. It welcomes growth. Response 4. Refuse to match their energy. One of the biggest mistakes people make is becoming the person they're arguing with. Someone shouts. You shout louder. Someone insults. You insult harder. Now both people have lost. Stoicism teaches that another person's behavior should never dictate your character. Imagine being a mountain during a storm. The wind screams. The rain crashes. Yet the mountain never chases the storm. It simply remains itself. The same applies to your mind. Your peace should never depend on someone else's emotions. People remember the calm person in a room full of chaos. Not because they were louder, but because they were stronger. Response 5. Speak less, mean more. Wise people don't explain themselves endlessly. They choose their words carefully. When people sense insecurity, they often over-explain, trying to convince everyone, trying to justify every decision. But Stoicism teaches that your life is your greatest argument. Instead of long speeches, use short, clear statements. I understand. I've made my decision. I wish you well. That's enough. Powerful people don't waste energy convincing people determined to misunderstand them. The fewer unnecessary words you use, the greater their impact becomes. Remember, every sentence should add value. Otherwise, silence is better. Response 6. Walk away without hatred. This is the highest level of Stoicism. Knowing when the conversation no longer deserves your attention. Not because you've lost, but because your peace is more valuable than your pride. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that life is too short to waste on people committed to negativity. Walking away doesn't mean surrender. It means choosing wisdom over ego. Imagine carrying a heavy stone everywhere you go. Eventually, you'd realize the smartest choice isn't carrying it better. It's putting it down. Some arguments are exactly like that stone. You don't win by holding on. You win by letting go. And the person who can walk away with dignity possesses a strength that no insult can ever break. The ancient Stoics understood something that modern society often forgets. Real strength isn't found in having the perfect comeback. It's found in becoming the kind of person who no longer needs one. When your mind is disciplined, your emotions become your servants instead of your masters. And when that happens, no insult can control you. No criticism can define you. No difficult person can steal your peace. Remember, people can only shake the branches. They cannot move the roots unless you allow them. So the next time someone tries to provoke you, don't ask yourself, how do I defeat this person? Ask instead, how do I remain true to my character? That single question can transform every conflict you'll ever face. If this video helped you see conflict from a new perspective, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs these Stoic lessons, and subscribe to Wisdom Unbounding World for more timeless wisdom that helps solve modern-day problems. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 Stoic responses do you think is the hardest to practice in real life, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might inspire someone else on their journey. Until next time, protect your peace, strengthen your mind, and remember, the loudest person often controls the conversation, but the calmest person controls themselves. And in Stoicism, that is the greatest victory of all.